Today I'm joined by Emy McB, who's joined me to chat about her musical career. Emy, welcome to Totally Music. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to be here. My name's Emy McB. I'm from Long Island, New York. I sing full time as basically a restaurant, bar, brewery singer out on Eastern Long Island because there's a big scene for local music here. And the rest of the time, I'm really just trying to grow my own personal music, which is what I would consider angsty folk.
Nice. I'm excited to have you on Totally Music. So what got you into music?
So, what got me into music is basically that I was a very emotional person when I was younger, and a lot of my friends were into music and they were going to open mics and things like that. And I had a complex when I was younger that I just had a lot to say and I wanted everyone to hear it. And so, when you went to the open mics, you would, if you wanted to talk smack, if you wanted to tell your crush you liked them, you wrote a song about it and you sang it in front of everybody. And so that's really where I started. I just started writing music to talk, I guess.
Nice. So how would you describe the music you create?
So I would consider it angsty folk music. That's what I usually call it, my genre, when people ask me, because I think that I have a lot of traditional aspects of folk when it comes to the guitars and the instruments I use and the style that my voice is. But I add the angsty because I think that there's more of an edge, an experimental edge to it. Because I like to add some unique elements. Like my last song, I did harmonies in screaming. It wasn't just singing; it was hollering, and I like to add in just some darker elements that deviate from traditional folk.
Nice. So how do you feel you differ from other artists?
I feel like I differ because I don't really consider myself passionate about music. Hear me out. Yeah, it's like when I say that, people are like, "What the hell? You're literally a musician, like full time for a living." But I never, like I said, I never made music because I was just like, I want to write songs. I wrote it because I wanted to speak. So I consider myself more of a speaker than I do a musician. I'm not the type who was in chorus class. I hated chorus class. I hated playing guitar. I hated playing piano. I hated actually playing music, but I liked speaking and liked connecting with people. And so I feel like music is just more so my way of doing that.
I like that. So what is your creative process when creating songs?
I used to have a pretty straightforward creative process when I was younger, because I just had a lot of inspiration. I think when you're younger, you have a lot of spare time for your mind to really relax, and I think that's what you need to write music for your mind to be calm, so that like the song, like I don't think you write the songs. I think the songs come into you. Like I think they're already out in the world, and they just kind of come through you. And I, when I was younger, I used to just sit down and I felt like the songs came to me, and I would just start singing and playing whatever was on my mind and then just write it down. And granted, that didn't always make the best songs that I've ever written, but it definitely made songs. And now it's more so, if I'm writing, like if I think of something, I'll write down a line here or two, I'll put it in my notes. Then later on, I'll assemble it into maybe a poem. And then one day I'll be like, well, let's put music to this. So it's more of a, I guess, more structured than it was when I was younger.
Cool. So what's your favourite song you've written and why?
A lot of the songs that I like the best are ones that I haven't actually put out yet. And I think that's because I like them so much that I want them to be perfect when they're released. And in music, you're really never perfect. So you just never put it out. But the songs that I like that I have out now, I mean, I like them all. I really do. All of them have this kind of special place to me. But I like my song Pretty Boy and I like my song Shots in the Bathroom because Shots in the Bathroom was like the first song I ever put out. Um, and people just like the people just loved it. Like the people who listened to my stuff because it was just funny to them. It was like a meme. I'd be at parties, they'd be like, "Let's take a shot in the bathroom." So that I like that song because it was a cultural moment, and Pretty Boy I like because kind of in the same way, if someone has listened to or does listen to my music, usually the first song they mention is Pretty Boy for kind of the same reasons. It's just a moment for them. So I like those two the best, I think.
Great. So what are your favourite venues to perform at and why?
Because I played a lot of the wineries and breweries and things like that. I mean, a lot of them are similar vibes. I'm really fortunate that the people who have hired me thus far, a lot of them are, I'm a regular there, and they're very good to me, and I'm good to them, and we have a great working relationship. But it's pretty status quo. It's like you go in, I sit in the corner, I sing with my guitar for 3 hours, and I leave. But every so often, you get a really fun crowd. Like a month or two ago during the holidays, there's a big crowd that came in of regulars, and one of them came up and was like, "I used to be a Frank Sinatra impersonator," and started singing with me. And then another guy came up and sang with me. And the next thing you know, it was this whole like room concert, which was just such a unique way to connect with the regulars who I didn't even know could sing, you know,
Oh,
and it was really memorable. Yeah, it was really cute. I think the only other one show of mine that really stood out was actually my song release party for my last song, Sick Child, because I just invited whoever was willing to come and support the song. I think I put it on my social medias. It was like, just come if you like the song. And I could not believe the turnout of friends and family, and I guess just people who like my music who came. And I think about it a lot. Like every time I am second guessing something and being like, I don't even know if I should put out this song. I'm like, but you had so many people who were there for you. So that was very memorable too.
nice how
Yeah.
music brings people together, though. That's what one thing I really do like about music.
Yeah. It was great that. It was such a great example of that. Yeah.
Is there any advice that you'd give to someone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
If they want to go the live music route, I think it's a great thing to do because it's if you're passionate about music and people, it gives you a lot of really cool experiences, and you get paid, so it's lucrative, it's great. And the advice I would give to that is that everyone's going to tell you you can't make a living doing music, like singing covers at a bar, or you don't have enough of like following or whatever. But at the end of the day, you don't need to be playing at 100 different venues. If you want to sing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's all you need to do. You only need 4 days a week, really. Then all you need is four places who are consistent and book you regularly. So and most people can do that. Can find four regulars. So you don't need everybody to love you. You just need enough people to love you, and you're gonna get a lot of like no's. You're gonna get a lot of emailing people and not responding. You're gonna get a lot of people trying to underpay you and whatever. But you only need four. You only need four good people. And then if they want to go the original music route, which is another kind of avenue I also go down, uh, I think that's just you should not be like me and put your music out. Put your music out.
I like it. Yeah. So finally, what's next for
Yeah.
you?
What's next for me is that I'm going to be putting music out.
Yeah.
I'm working on a song with Ali Height. Talking about We Love Him, the King. And I'm gonna put out a little collection of maybe 4 to 5 songs or something like that sometime this spring, like early spring. Um, and probably accompany that with a music video or two. And other than that, on the local front, I know you're in another country, but on a local front, I'm playing at a bunch of new venues this spring. Some of the bigger like wineries and breweries out on Long Island, which is like a step up for me, and it's really cool. So that's what's next for me.
I'm looking forward to following your journey and seeing what comes up. So,
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah.
to thank you, Emmy, for joining me on Totally Music. If anyone would like to check out Emmy's music, I'll leave all the link in the description below for you. Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for having me.
The life that I've been living, 'cause the second I feel good with